Debbie. We're back with Bruce, and for everybody at home, what we want to talk about, remember you guys, yesterday we started with what we call defining the heel. And at this stage, we're only using the collar when we're in motion. I can't stress that enough, you guys. We're not using it for the stationary commands yet. So what's going to happen is if you're standing still, we're still under the umbrella of I don't want the leash made tight. So we want the dog to understand, because we don't have it where it can down or anything yet, I want the dog to understand if I'm stationary, we still don't make that leash tight. And I'm going to communicate that by, popping the leash. We've already taught him to follow me, if I'm going. But if I stop, I want the dog to understand I don't want to, and that's how I'm going to do it. Now I'm going to remain stationary, but I'm going to let the dog know, that I'm, and they don't know this. Oh, humans focus their whole life on the leash not being tight. But that's what we wanted to think, that I can stop and stand here like this, and that dog isn't going to lurch that way, because we've reinforced that. Well, I'm not telling him to down or do anything. All I'm saying is I don't want the leash made tight. So you guys got to practice that at home. Anyway, I have no treats, Sonia. I got to grab Sonia's treats. So now we're going to go back to starting to define the heel. And you always really want to revert back to your old behavior. It's always going to be, I don't want the leash made tight. We're taking that behavior and we're building on that. So we can't make that little foundation too strong. All right, so remember, we're doing the walking, but now we're adding the command in concurrent with the pager. Bruce, heel. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Yep. Heel. Wonderful. Wonderful. Heel. And you do want to be a little unexpected that heel. Good. Heel. If I'm going to have the dog make conclusions about things, it has to heel. Some things have to be unexpected. I know we always say Nick isn't upsetting if it's unexpected or uncontrollable, but we want to have some time where he didn't expect that, and he learned from that. Heel. So I'm now doing the heel. I'm now doing heel. The verbal command only in conjunction with the pager or the nip. Good boy. Heel. Wonderful. And I'm defining it with the verbal heel. And I'm feeding it the treats right here, you guys. Don't feed it the treat here or bring it heel. Bring the dog across you for the treat. Give it the treat right there. But now I'm looking for something unexpected to happen. Smoke! Heel. Good boy. Wonderful. Heel. Good boy. Then you could have your release command if you were going to stop. All through, meaning he can do what he wants, but we can't make the leash tight, because I want you to resist any urge at this point, you guys, to add the stationary command. We really don't want to do that at this stage. We're still building on, our other stuff. No. That's me nicking the golden retriever because it's biting the wire on the cage. If they ever do that, you guys do hit the nick then. All right, so now just to help the dog understand, we've already taught him to turn with his name. So when I'm starting out by defining my heel, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to wait until he's not looking. Bruce! Good. Heel. And I'm going to use the pager to turn his head, which is what I did right there. Heel. Use the pager to turn his head. Heel. Good. Good. Good boy. Good boy. All through. Anyway, you guys, he's doing great. More updates soon. I can't make the videos too long because it just takes hours to upload. See ya.